Whether you're creating a new recall or editing an existing recall, these forms look the same. You can't create and save a recall unless there is some content in the Q and A fields. Everything else in these forms is optional. The Q and A fields have a full-featured rich text editor, which we review in another video. If you make a recall reversible, we will show it to you during practice in reverse 30% of the time. On those occasions, you will be shown the answer and expected to retrieve from memory the question. This is an ideal use case for recalls where you are learning a foreign language. You should add one or more tags at every opportunity to organize your materials. Tag your recalls and library items with the name of your class or subject. You can add additional tags for things like book chapters or topics in your courses. Tagging makes it easy to organize your content and super easy to search for it. Here is the source link, which iDoRecall will pre-populate if you create a recall while reading a file in your library. If you're creating a recall not linked to an item in your library, you can add a URL here to a relevant web page. If you click that link, the page will open in a new browser tab. You can share a recall to one or more of your classes here. Click here to see your past history of practices of this recall with dates, responses, and star ratings. This is one of the many widgets in iDoRecall that will help train you to exercise metacognition. We'll pose questions to you that you should ponder in order to actively engage with your learning and develop the skill of thinking about your thinking. This is a superpower used by elite learners. Remember, you must save your changes, otherwise they'll be lost. We'll remind you to save if you try to leave the form without saving or canceling.